How would you go about maintaining your cool and stay focused? That is one of the many factors all athletes have to face once they are riled up in a game. Shohoku vs Toyotama has been one game that has come so close to throwing blows so many times. This might turn into the high school version of Malice at the Palace. Toyotama's overly rough way of playing, anyone could say, was them imitating the Detroit Pistons' bad boys in the late 80s. So before we conclude the Shohoku vs Toyotama game, if you would hit that like button, and why not hit subscribe to help the channel grow.
It was as if time stopped for a moment to allow it all to sink in for everyone in the crowds. It took a moment for me to get warmed up, but Coach Anzai even stood up to tell me it's about time. I show them who has descended onto the court, and I was going to show those at this tournament the beast that Coach Anzai crafted.
Toyotama answered your basket with one of their own, still holding onto the lead. Once again, Ryota brings the ball up court. He manages to get the ball to Akagi on the inside, but that was just a ploy by Toyotama to try and steal the ball from him.
I don't know how else to describe it, but it's like Gori is already in tune with the world as he once again sense another awakening in the distance. Mines and that Fox presence was already overwhelming, so he passed the ball back to the outside, and Michi, as only Michi could, sent them his calling card. Toyotama had to have been shitting in their pants, as it was like a Super Saiyajin bargain sale going on. Our defense was rock solid like a fortress, and we hit their scoreboard, how Snoop Dogg would hit a blunt, and before they knew it we tied the score, leading them to call a timeout. The shock of this turnaround must have caused them to go mad crazy over at their bench, but at our bench, the coach went over how he wanted us to end this and put them out of their misery in these last 5 minutes.
Once the time was up, each team came back to the floor and the ref blew the whistle for the game to resume. Toyotama High tried to get a rhythm going, but the momentum was still in your favor as you grabbed the rebound and Rikuwa managed to score again. It was like every time the ball was in his hands, the scoreboard was about to change.
Let me tell you something. That wasn't the usual playstyle of that Fox. I heard stories about how some people you don't trash talk, hurt, or play dirty against, like Larry Legend, Michael Jordan, and Kobe Bryant. The game then comes personal, and what they dish out will have CPS called for abuse. Their captain must have gotten to spirit or something, but his ploy was already seen through. You can't fool a Fox twice, you idiot. So when he went to score, he was also trying to make sure that Fox goes out of the game for his disrespect. But it didn't go as he had planned. What looked like them falling into the reporter was the captain making his team's last mistake. The first strike was when they knew to try and get this genius off the court early. The second was them blinding the Fox, and the last strike was sending Ryota head first to the ground. So in reality, that Fox suplexed their captain using the cameraman as a way to hide it. That sneaky Fox put him out of the game instead, and when he came to, all he was able to bear witness to was how this genius put the final nail in the coffin. Their trip to the interhigh this year was short, and I hope the beating we gave them would be a good life lesson for them. Don't ever have your mouth write checks your game can't cash, because we will come and collect with interest.
Oddly enough, the team that was known as the Ace Killers and a regular at the interhigh each year got a taste was what they dished out. Shohoku isn't like other teams that are full of athletes. Sadly, this is a team of ruffians, delinquents, and brawlers. Also at one point, not only would this team fight you, but they would also even fight each other. And it's because of this unique bond they are able to beat the odds, so to speak. Toyotama High School just bit off way more than they could chew. Next up is their matchup with the reigning champions a few years running. So hit that subscribe so you won't miss out on the battle no one saw as more than a cliff note turn into a battle of the gods. Peace.